Hello everyone. Let's continue with our discussion about Gauss's law. Okay. So last time I already discussed to you about what is Gauss's law, and this time we have to apply Gauss's law to certain charge distributions such as a point charge, a sphere with a volume charge density, tsaka meron din tayong line charge, and so on. So last time I already have 3 examples, I think, about how to apply Gauss's law in certain system. So today, I'm going to discuss about how to find an electric field produced by a uniformly infinitely long thin wire. Okay, so meaning that I have a thin wire which extends to infinity. Okay, so I will just put infinity below, which means na taas kay siya. Okay, so recap lang. So here sa ato ang sphere, we know that the charge sa region 3 is equal to 0. Kaya ano gani the charge inside, because the 2q here, the positive 2q will attract some of the negative 2q coming from the spherical shell, di ba? So because of this, mao nang inigkuha nimo region sa inside the spherical shell, you can get the enclosed charge as 0 because 2q plus negative 2q is equal to 0. So you makakuha kag electric field na equal to 0, okay, for this region. So always remember that the electric field inside the conductor is always equal to 0. Okay, always. That is only for electrostatic condition. Okay, so I will tell you why at this point. So before going to example number 4, I will tell you why nganong 0 siya. So suppose I have a slab kinako slab nga, of course, with all the normal niya nga arrangement of atoms and so on, di ba? Neutral slab wherein we know na tanan ng mga electric field produced by the negative and positive charge inside this neutral slab will cancel out. So mao nang okay pa, mao nang kuan siya neutral, meaning the charge, the net charge is equal to 0. Now if you apply a uniform electric field going in that direction, what will happen is the electric field, the positive and negative charges will shift because of the external uniform electric field coming from anywhere in space. Okay, so here, so the charges here will accumulate a negative charges. Okay, so kay ang force nga i-exert ni electric field from negative charges will be opposite in direction. So mong diha siya padulong, tapos si electric field going in this direction will exert a force in the same direction as your electric field. Okay, so mo na dito yung force. Now here, so to maintain a electrostatic condition inside the slab, what will happen is that dapat imong electric field here must equal to 0. I-cancel out niya because when there's a separation of charge because of polarization, so ipag-cancel out niya, so ang electric field point is in the opposite direction as your applied electric field. So in the process nga sige sila og separate, in the end this electric field inside will cancel out the external electric field coming from everywhere in space. Okay, so as you can see here, so mao nang the electric field inside is equal to 0. Okay, so since ang imong electric field inside is equal to 0, so if magbutang kag excess charge sa imong conductor, what will happen is that all of that excess charge will reside on the surface. So because electric field is 0 inside, diba? So this must not disturb the charge distribution inside the conductor. Okay, so yeah, mauna siya ang reason nga nung electric field is zero inside a conductor. Okay, so let's move on to sample problem number 4. So here I have a line charge nga na ay a positive line charge nga na ay charge per unit length equal to positive lambda. Okay, so na siya line charge density of positive lambda. So to do this, of course, you need there are three symmetry of Gauss's law, diba? That is usually used. So natay sphere. So if your charge distribution is a sphere, of course, you need a Gaussian surface which is in symmetry with your charge distribution. So of course, technically you need also a Gaussian sphere, diba? But for a line charge, of course, you cannot do a sphere here because what will happen is that if you will do a sphere inside a Gaussian surface, I mean, imong ibutang ang sphere sa imuhang charge length, what will happen is this one. Okay, so assuming an okay radius r. Okay, so kung tanaw nimo that at the top at saka bottom sa kanang imong sphere, what will happen that ang imuhang electric field here will not be able to represent the electric field as a whole. Kasi mao galing nagkuha ta og Gaussian surface because we need to find an electric field on that charge length lang to represent the whole kasi infinitely long kasi siya yung wire natin. So here at the top at saka bottom, what will happen is the electric field is not uniform anymore. Okay, so yeah, that's the reason why a sphere is not a technically nga lindot nga Gauss na surface here that is used that will be used here in a charge length. So technically you will use a cylinder because cylinder is ang wire natin, diba, kahit thin siya, we know that it is like a cylinder kung lantaw nimo sa pinaka microscopic niya, diba? So that is why it is very convenient for us to use a Gaussian surface na cylinder kaysa sphere or sa plane symmetry. So okay, so if I will draw a Gaussian surface for my line charge which extends to infinity, so I will just put a Gaussian surface here which is a cylinder nga naay radius r tapos my length na L. Okay, so maunsa man din siya, guys. So kani siya is even though gamay ra siya nga Gaussian surface, even though na kana lang siya nga part ang atong kuan og electric field or electric flux, it will represent the infinite long thin wire as a whole, because even though you extend this one to infinity, what will happen that at this surface of the cylinder you will also get a uniform electric field. Okay, diba? Kay sa atong Gaussian surface, if I have a Gaussian surface, we can argue that on that Gaussian surface the electric field is constant everywhere on that surface. Okay, due to symmetry. Okay, so that is why pwede ta makuha lang nga part, okay, sa ato ang infinitely nga long wire. Okay, sa atong long wire. So now we have to take note of the flux. So sa sphere wa man tay problema kay of course kung makuha tag sphere nya imuhang charge distribution kay sphere pod, of course it will tanan na area or surface area sa imong sphere is makuanan sa imuhang electric field lines kanang ma-penetrate, diba? So here sa imong cylinder naa kay tulo ka surface, kaning sa top niya nga kaning sa iyang top nga sa pangande kanang circle, then napud sa bottom nga circle, then iyahang curve nga body, kaning nga curve nga body. So we have to take note of the flux as say the flux sa imong curve nga body, okay, plus the flux sa imuhang top circle plus the flux sa imong bottom circle. Okay? So kani sa imong circle man gud, sa imong sphere distribution is gikuha na to siya ang flux throughout the spherical Gaussian surface, because again, all of the surface or all of the electric field lines will penetrate on the each of the surface sa imuhang Gaussian surface. So for here lang, as you can see here, na since positive man ang imuhang wire, so what will happen is iyahang pagawas ng electric field lines will be like this one. Okay? So ana siya diha, ana. So pagawas siya, di ba? So pagawas. So basically, sa at the top sa imuhang cylinder, what will happen is maginana siya, di ba? Tapos ang iyahang electric field will be, for example, mo ni imong wire. So yung electric field will ana lang siya, di ba? But what is the interesting part of this circle? So again, kung tanaw ninyo ato ang Gauss's law, so di ba ningon ta nga ato ang flux is equal to the E dot dA, which is equal to Q enclosed. Okay, so I will just put that as a small letter Q over epsilon sub naught. So the dA here for each of the surface is represented by the normal unit vector, which is always perpendicular, di ba? So ang dA nimo, for example, magkuha ko gamay nga dA sa imong kuan, sa imong circle, it will always be perpendicular to that surface. So what is the angle between electric field and then the dA for that specific circle or for that specific nga surface? So therefore 90 degrees, di ba? So wala siya flux diha, kay cosine of 90 degrees based on this expression is 0. So we have no flux sa imong top. How about sa bottom? The same gihapon, di ba? So if naa kay kuan diri bottom nga circle, so we have here dA, which is directly below kay nano gani outward siya always sa imong surface, di ba? So the electric field is still in ana perpendicular gihapon siya sa imuhang kanang dA. So therefore, the flux in the bottom surface is still equal to 0. So what's left is the flux through the curved surface, which obviously ma-penetrate gyud ang electric field lines diha. So because ma-penetrate, this means nga naa siya electric flux through that curved surface. Okay, again ha, ang Gauss's law is ang iyang gikuan is flux. Okay? So flux gyud ayahang main nga variable. So kanila tong gibuhat is we need to calculate the electric field using flux. We need to calculate electric field using the symmetry properties of our Gaussian or of our charge distribution if naabay enough symmetry ang ato ang charge distribution. Okay? So just like sa imuhang thin wire, so naa siya enough symmetry because, diba, because it is infinitely long. Okay? So yeah. So what will happen is natay flux through the curve is equal to the E dot dA, and then we have Q enclosed, that is Q enclosed is equal to Q enclosed is ato sang Q enclosed sa, okay, wa man tay Q enclosed. Okay, so next is we need to find the relationship between E at saka ni dA. So if I have to, so as you can see here sa ato ang table, sa ato ang figure, so nagkuha na tag dA nga gamay, which is again perpendicular to the area, then the electric field is pointing in the same direction with dA, so the angle between them is 0 degrees. So therefore, ang imuhang curve, flux through the curve is equal to E tsaka dA. Okay, kasi cosine of 0 is 1. So we have Q enclosed over epsilon sub naught. So what will happen to this one? So again, by symmetry, we can argue that each of the any of the electric field on the surface of that curved surface sa cylinder is constant. So we can take that outside of the integral, and then we have dA, and the next is Q enclosed over epsilon sub naught. So what is a dA of your cylinder? So dA of a cylinder is actually equal to, so we have here E times 2 pi r, tapos meron tayong L. So we have here the 2 pi r, which is the circumference of the circle, tsaka length ng ating what is this? Ng ating cylinder. Ang R naman natin is the radius of your cylinder, from which it starts from the point charge, which is almost all of the radius inside the cylinder is constant, diba? So constant pa na siya because we have a perfect cylinder, as assuming a perfect na siya, okay? So next, we have to take the Q enclosed over epsilon sub naught. Then what is Q enclosed of the cylinder one? Okay, the cylinder nga Gaussian surface. So remember, gigiven ta niya og lambda. So lambda Q enclosed can be represented as equal to, unsa gani ang imong lambda nga definition? Lambda is equal to Q over L. So for that specific nga charge distribution, so we have here Q enclosed, tsaka ano yung line na na-enclose niya. So what is the length of the line nga na-enclose? So ang length lang is, say, letter L, kasi yun lang na-enclose ng Gaussian cylinder mo, di ba? So therefore, the Q enclosed can be represented as lambda times L, so which we can substitute it here over epsilon sub naught. So we have to cancel out L, then divide both sides by 2 pi r, so your E is equal to lambda over 2 pi r epsilon sub naught, which is our electric field for that for this charge per unit length. I mean, for this infinitely long wire, okay? So the direction of the electric field, kay since radially man siya, so you can see here, so we can represent it as r hat, okay? So remember lang ha, if imuha ganing gamiton nga Gaussian surface is a Gaussian cylinder, so the dA is equal to 2 pi rl. But if imuha gamiton nga Gaussian surface is a sphere, so the dA is obviously equal to 4 pi r squared. Okay? So, wala na siya. So, basically, maora ni siya nga ato ang electric field. Okay? So, sir, nga no mang jud infinitely wire man gyud ang ato ang kailangan. Okay? So, what if na ako'y finite nga wire? Okay? So, na ako'y specific lang gyud nga length nga wire. Okay? So, ana siya. Ay, okay. So, specific nga wire lang, kana siya length nga, sa gani, length L. So, na ako'y length L, di ba? So, L is constant na, okay? So, here, ay ako nang ikuan nga total length nga, dako lang nga L. So, magkuha ako o Gaussian surface, say, dire. Okay? Of course, you can get the Gaussian surface here, but does this represent the whole charge distribution? No. Nga naman. Because at the end of the finite charge length, what will happen to the electric field? Okay, so atong tanawon. So what will happen to the electric field is this one, diba? Okay, since positive man ni siya, what will happen is, diba, ana man yung electric field here. Sa iyang lawas, of course, uniform siya because we have a same direction of the electric field lines. Now what will happen to the end is it will become like this and this and this and this, which is not uniform anymore. Okay, so kanilang Gaussian cylinder is actually representing only sa part na iyahang enclose, not as a whole. Because at the end of the finite charge length, what will happen is the electric field lines will not be constant anymore, unlike sa imuhang body, sa imuhang finite length or finite wire. Okay? Sa infinite man good, because infinite siya, we can approximately say nga ang ato ang body sa ato ang infinitely wire or long wire will be constant. I mean, the electric field produced ba constant in direction at saka constant in magnitude, which is equal to this one, diba? So one application of this is to find the electric field of like power line transmission, diba? So it's very taas kaayo, diba, sa atong household supply. So from the power plant generation generator so ato sa atong house supply, so it is a very long wire. So they actually use this kind of formula to provide some insight of what will happen to the electric field, okay, para makita nila ang pila ang electric field produced by that wire if something an inhitabo ani and so on. Okay, so mao na ang yang main application. Okay, so we have a long wire approximately. Okay, so yeah, so mao to ang electric charge. Okay, uniform distributed in a wire. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's the yeah. So sama tong kanon ni. Okay, so let's move on to okay, this is number 4. This should be number 5. Okay, so number 5, electric charge is uniformly distributed along an infinitely long thin wire. Oh my, this is not correct. I think this is sorry. So this must be the electric charge is uniformly distributed along a charge sheet with a naa siya charge density of sigma. Okay, so the charge per unit area is sigma. So we have to find the electric field produced by this kanang charge sheet at any point on space. So we have here so we have a charge sheet here. So we have to assume that this charge sheet is very large. Okay? Okay, para again makuha na to yung symmetry, so that anywhere sa ato ang charge sheet we can represent the electric field. For example, gamay na itong kwaon, this will represent as a whole sa imuhang charge distribution, di ba? So okay, so we have here a Gaussian cylinder. Again, a Gaussian cylinder will actually kanang represent the symmetry for a charge sheet, just like sa imuhang thin wire. So unfortunately, the spherical Gaussian surface here does not have enough symmetry nga makuha niya para ma-represent niya ang charge distribution as a whole. Okay, so here, so we have a Gaussian cylinder. Okay, so what will happen to the Gaussian cylinder? So again, naatay tulo ka surface, so we have to find the total flux. So we have the curve, then we have the top circle. So we can say that this is the top one. Okay, top, at tapos sa pikas is the bottom. Okay, plus the bottom nga circle. Okay, the bottom base of the cylinder, okay, is still equal to the integral of E dot dA is equal to Q enclosed over epsilon sub naught. So we have to find the electric field at any point in space due to this positive charge sheet nga naay charge density equal to sigma. Okay, so here tanaw nato ato ang for a charge sheet, ang imong electric field will actually pointing paana lang. Okay, so dito siya pikas gawas, dito gawas diha, So straight line lang siya basically. So therefore, we can approximate that at any point on this charge sheet is constant because they are in constant in direction tsaka basically constant pud siya og magnitude, okay? I mean constant in magnitude with respect sa imong distance r. Okay, so what? Mao na akong pasabot, okay? So here tan-aw nato ato ang cylinder. So natay cylinder, di ba? So using this one, so the electric field is pointing away. Okay, pointing away because it is a positive charge sheet. Now what will happen to the electric field in the curved surface? So of course, mo sideway lang na siya. Mo sideway, sideway, mo sideway. So basically, sa imong curved surface sa imong cylinder, there is no electric flux. Kaya ngano gani, if we will get a small area here sa atong curved surface, then the dA is pointing always perpendicular to the surface, what will happen is the electric field and the dA is approximately perpendicular. So that is why the electric field or the electric flux contribution on the curved surface is equal to 0. How about the top nga base sa imuhang cylinder? So basically, as you can see, naay ni penetrate ng electric field. Okay? So kay naay ni penetrate, therefore the dA here is pointing in this direction. Also, di ba? Kay kung magkuha tag area diri nga gamay, so pointing in that direction, they are in the same direction, so the angle between them is 0 degrees. Same also for the bottom base, the angle between them is still equal to 0 degrees. So therefore, ang imuang flux through top and bottom is equal to, so we have here, so I will just put it below so makita ninyo. So we have the top one is naatay E, so E dot dA, this is for the top, and plus total din siya, total, okay, total, so plus E dot dA, which is the bottom one, and then that is equal to Q enclosed over epsilon sub naught. Now remember that your E due to symmetry can be argued nga a constant siya at this point, di ba? So we can take that outside. So we have here E, then we have here dA. So dA, so we can let the dA for the area of a circle as A, kasi sabi niya may ang area daw ng circle dito is A, so we can let that as A, which is you can also put as pi r squared. Okay, so whatever do you want. Okay, plus we have the E again for the top, which is still equal kay uniform man siya, and your A is again A, same lang gyud po silang area dali. So we have EA is equal to Q enclosed over epsilon sub naught. Now the Q enclosed for that specific nga Gaussian surface, okay, so we have here, okay, so mo niyang na-enclose nga area, di ba? So sa imuhang Gaussian cylinder, so the Q enclosed, remember, so natay sigma, di ba, is equal to Q over the total area. Pero we are talking naman about enclosed, so we have here the enclosed charge divided by the area enclosed, which is still equal to A, because the area of this one is equal to the area man ani nga circle. So basically A ra gyapon na siya diri, di ba? So therefore ang imong Q enclosed is equal to sigma times A. So we can substitute it here, sigma A over epsilon sub naught. Then again we can also substitute this one, I mean EA plus EA is equal to 2EA. So 2EA is equal to sigma A over epsilon sub naught. Then divide both sides by 2A to get the electric field. Then we have sigma over 2 epsilon sub naught. Okay, so ito yung electric field natin, and again it is radially outward, so it is r hat. Okay, so ito yung electric field natin due to this charge sheet. Now ngano mang i-large na to ato ang charge sheet? Because of the fact nga same lang gyapon sa argument atong finite wire nga at the end niya sa dulo ng ating kuhan sa ato ang wire, what will happen is the electric field will not be uniform anymore due to the change in direction, di ba? So kung magkuha tag wire na naay finite nga length lang, so what will happen is kung mao ni atong wire in a side view, so what will happen, so paana man di ba yung electric field, paana so okay, sa paana so what will happen in the end kay muana siya, okay? So because of that okay, so of course sa imuhang diri nga part it is uniformly electric field, uniform to mo pero it will not represent man to the ends of the large plate sheet. So that is why we have to make this one as a large one. Okay, so yeah, that's the essence of the Gauss's law. So let's prove this one. So because we know that the magnitude of the electric field at any point in the surface of the conductor is equal to sigma over epsilon sub naught. So we have to prove that nga equal bigid siya sa sigma over epsilon sub naught. Okay? So suppose na ako'y spherical charge conductor nga naay positive nga say positive nga charge. Okay, so I have here so magkuha ako gamay. Okay, so magkuha ko gamay sa imuhang positive. For example, magkuha ko gamay sa area dari. Okay, so that will represents my A. So akong ibutang dari. So suppose kani nga area kay naay charge density nga sigma. Okay? So what will happen? So basically, kung magkuha kog cylinder just like sa itong charge sheet, so I will just kani magong charge sheet kay mura siya og kanang part sa imong conductor tapos gikuha siya. Okay, ana bitaw. So let's just imagine na ana siya. Okay, so magkuha tag Gaussian cylinder. Okay, so next ana siya. Okay, so what will happen is since walay conductor inside, I mean why electric field inside the conductor, so walay electric flux here, and obviously wala electric flux sa curved surface. So kay since positive man iyahang charge density, so ang naay electric flux lang is katong naa sa top, naa sa gawas directly. So basically natay integral of E dot dA is equal to Q enclosed over epsilon sub naught. So this one represents the top na base sa imuhang cylinder, so which is E, which has an area of A as constant. So the part of the cylinder, the part of the conductor na to nga naay sigma lang, so we have here sigma A over epsilon sub naught. So we can take A, then the answer is E over sigma over epsilon sub naught. Okay, so we can actually also convert the electric field provided by this spherical charge, diba? Kung naa ka sa gawas, the charge density is equal to, so to charge density sa gawas, ito charge density, so naatay positive 2q minus q, diba? So that is q over 4 pi epsilon sub naught r squared. So we can actually convert this one into sigma over epsilon sub naught because this represents the electric field at any point in space sa ato ang Gaussian surface, diba? Kung nato sa gawas, assuming nga nato sa region sa gawas sa, so how to convert this one? So remember that sigma is equal to q over 4 pi, q over a, so we have the total charge divided by the total area. So basically yung total charge mo is si q kasi 2q minus q, tapos yung total area mo is si 4 pi r squared. So that is the total area of the total surface area that on the surface among charge conductor, diba? So therefore, we can represent the Q over 4 pi r squared as sigma, and then the epsilon sub naught as here. So this is equal to sigma over epsilon sub naught, where sigma is equal to this one. Okay? So yeah. So any point on the conductor in space is, we have here constant. Okay, constant siya. So constant. Yeah. Is it constant? Yeah, so I think this is correct na. So this is the charge density on the Gaussian surface, okay? So representing the Gaussian surface. So basically, kung kukunin mo din yung I mean conductor man dahil, no? So conductor, surface sa conductor. Ay, wait. So the point on the surface of the conductor. Okay, so so parang ito lang siya. So actually this is wrong. So this doesn't represent the ano. So parang ganito lang siya. Suppose ito lang si negative Q, yung thin spherical shell na may radius A at saka B. Okay, so radius A at saka B. So kung magkuha ta og gamay, B at saka C dahil, sorry. B at saka C. So kung magkuha ako og kuan Gaussian cylinder, suppose sa kaninga area. So you know what I mean? So parang ganito lang yun siya. Kay kuha na to ang electric field on this surface. Okay? So kuha na to siya diha. So basically, ingon daw siya nga ang imong magnitude diri is just equal to sigma over epsilon sub naught, which is correct man po, di ba? Because epsilon sub naught, sigma over epsilon sub naught man po siya. So yeah. So the same gyapon setup. So what I did here is nagkuha lang ko gamay ani nga kuan diri nga part sa outer radius nga na ay C nga kuan. So basically kasi the electric field on the surface is actually equal to Q over 4 pi epsilon sub naught C squared. Kasi ito yung radius here, the electric field here. Diba? Electric field on the surface. On the surface, ha? So yeah, because the electric field on the surface is, yes, I think this is correct. So we have Q over 4 pi C squared is ito si sigma mo. Then we have over epsilon sub naught. Yeah, so I think that's the reason na every point on the surface on the conductor is sigma over epsilon sub naught. Okay, so let's move on to this one. So this is like a concept test, so no solving. So a spherical Gaussian surface surrounds a point charge Q. Describe what happens to the total flux through the surface if the charge is triple. So if the charge is triple, of course the total flux increases. If the surface is changed to a cube, the total flux does not change, stays the same gyapon, even though you change it to cube, to irregular surface, to whatever nga Gaussian surface, still the net flux is still equal. Okay, so how about the charge is moved to another location inside the surface? Okay, so same lang gyapon, di ba? If na kay positive charge, na imo siyang gi-move from here, na imo siya dinaa diri, so the electric flux is still the same because the Q enclosed, same naman gyapon iyang charge nga Q. Okay, so yeah, that's correct. So if the electric field is zero everywhere on a closed surface, is the net flux to the surface necessarily zero? What then is the net charge inside the surface? So if the electric field is zero everywhere on a closed surface, is the net flux through the surface necessarily zero? Is it 0. Yes, of course, kasi si electric field is yung, if wala kang source ng electric field, wala po kay source of electric field lines, and therefore wala yung net flux. So basically 0. What then is the net charge inside the surface? So basically 0. Wala man kay electric field sa sulod, di ba? So basically 0 gyapon siya. How about this one? If the net flux through a closed surface is 0, does it follow that the electric field is 0 everywhere on the surface? Does it follow that the net charge inside the surface is 0? Kung 0 imo ang net flux, doesn't necessarily mean nga 0 po yung electric field everywhere. For example, na ako'y positive, na ako'y dipole, diba niya, ako siyang isulod sa ako ang Gaussian surface. So, of course, nagya po'y source of electric field, pero ang iyahang flux is basically equal to 0 because the number of field lines leaving the positive charge is equal to the number of field lines entering the Gaussian surface. So basically, merong electric field pero yung net flux mo is 0. So does it follow that the net charge inside the surface is 0? Yes, of course, the net charge inside the surface is 0 because the net flux through a closed surface is 0. Okay? Okay. So, yeah. So next, if the net flux through a Gaussian surface is 0, the following statements could be true. Which of the statements must be true? So, there are no charges inside the surface. Is it correct na if imong net flux is 0? Yeah. Wala man siya source of electric field, diba? Kung may charges. If the net charge inside the surface is 0, of course, inside the 0, because Q enclosed man imuhang net flux. The electric field is 0 everywhere on the surface, so no, does not necessarily mean nga 0. Just like what I said sa dipole, na siya electric field. Pero, yung net flux niya is 0. So, the number of field lines entering the surface is equal to yes. Correct na siya. Okay? So, I think that's the end of our discussion about Gauss's law. So, if you have any question, just message me through or email me. Message me through VLE, Facebook, whatever. Ang sayang gusto na communication kan. Okay? So, goodbye!